y dos, y dos, una, y dos, una, y dos.
Hello and welcome to Cortez NYC Livestream, the podcast.
This show broadcasts out of New York City.
We are your hosts, Cortez NYC.
And Carla de Puerto Rico.
And on this show, we talk about art, creativity, city life from a Latino perspective. I'm a visual artist.
And I'm a singer.
And this is episode 70.
As always, you can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, and Spotify, and on social media on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr.
And don't forget, I have an online store where I sell my art merchandise. I got graffiti pins, posters, stickers, and original art. So go log on to corteznyc.bigcartel.com and buy something and support your favorite artists because I need the support.
That's right.
And in this episode, we have two special guests we're going to introduce in a minute. I'm going to keep it a surprise. I'm going to keep you guys in suspense. So it's two guys that you're going to love.
So let's get on with the show.
Let's go. Oh, yeah. Special guest.
Yeah.
All right, so we have in the house two guests this time. In the house, this is a first. We have Diablo came back. Mr. D Double Designs came back in the house.
Back again like I never left.
and he brought
But I did.
a trooper with him. He brought Mr.
Separate Checks.
Mr. Separate Checks. Mr. Separate Checks is in the house.
AKA
Brought my family up in
Chronicles
here.
of Ferrari.
Chronicles
Instagram.
of Ferrari.
That's right. Chronicles _of_ Ferrari.
Hashtag @ $. All right, so we got Mr. Separate Checks and we got Mr. Diablo in the house. Carla, how do you feel about that? The house is filled today.
I know. This is exciting. We'll
Right?
see how it goes.
Standing room only up in here.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
We got the special drinks. We're drinking the Bengali. We're drinking the Magic Hat, and people got
This
special.
dude is drinking a grape arita. I don't know what that is.
Sparkling
sounds like-
margarita
Wow.
He's
on
on
a can.
Wow.
He's on a diet.
It's delicious.
Got that from Dwayne Reed. He got a skinny girl margarita right now.
Antioxidant.
All right. But he's enjoying his own trip right now. So this is going to
on
be an
his own
interesting.
journey.
He's in his own magic hat.
Yeah.
So we're going to see where this is going. All right. So for this art talk, being that we have a couple of heads in the house, I figured we would do something that we could all have a good time talking about. We're going to talk about something we've shared in the past, which is drink and drawing. The drink and draw, the art of drink and draw. I know that we went to one that was called Bat House. That was the last one we went to. That was in Brooklyn every Wednesday, $10 to get in. All you can drink beer.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
like a
good.
Brooklyn lager.
No.
That's a good
Brooklyn
price.
Brewery.
Brooklyn Brewery.
It's actually really good. The price
Yeah.
is good and the time is good. The models are attractive. They're fun to draw.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're nude. If you didn't mention that before, they're nude.
And the environment is cool. Everybody's just there doing their thing. There's some people that are really into the art, and there's some people just kind of lounging and just kind of casually sketching. So it's not like it's just real quiet art. They have music there too, right? They have a
Somebody's
DJ or
Podcast.
Yeah, yeah, they
No,
play-
somebody's podcast. I mean, not podcast.
No. Somebody's
music
iPad.
playlist.
yeah. So I mean that's pretty cool. So Carla, have you been to a drink and draw?
No.
All right. So
You were there though. You met
all
us
right.
there or something around
Afterwards,
there.
I think. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
have you ever gone to a figure drawing thing with me?
No.
All right, we got to change that. You're gonna have to come
Yeah, that's
to one
okay.
soon.
We'll go.
But so, all right, so I've been to drink and draws for a long time. I think the first one that I ever went to was probably, I'd say like 10 years ago. Specifically a drink and draw. I've been figure drawing since I was a teenager, but drink.
born,
yes,
son.
I was born figure drawing. I
Came out figure drawing.
sketch
Sketch
my
my moms and shit.
I was trying to avoid that visual.
Oh my
You
God.
pushed me right into it. I was
you there.
steering away, and you were like, "No, you
That's what I'm
started
here
it.
for. I'm here
Let's
to
go."
lead you down the dark alleys.
Anyway, yes. But the first drink and draw I think I went to was probably about 10 years ago, and it was like at a bar. It was just like I think they just had like a model in costumes, like a costume drink and draw thing.
Oh wow, that's too much. That's like extra stuff you have to draw.
Yeah.
Nude is better. Because
Yeah.
you don't
And
have to worry
then
about fabrics.
then after that one, I went to one. Shit, I gotta look up the name. I'll look it up while you guys are talking. But there was one that I went to that was really good. I think the guy's name was Michael something. It was Michael.
Alien.
Michael Knight,
Man,
and he had a car named Kit.
I'll
No,
I'll find out. No, but the guy, his drink and draws were crazy. His shit was in Manhattan, and it was
Michael
nuts.
Alien.
How
right?
crazy.
What?
People were like alien or something. People would dress up and neon
Yes.
colors.
Did you ever go to that?
No, I just follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
wait. So people would dress up and you would draw them? Wait, I don't understand what's happening.
Oh, they'll be walking around and then you stop
Yeah.
and you
They act
draw
like
at
aliens
them or
something crazy.
Yeah, it was a thing that he would do where he had like he would rent out these big spaces. I don't know how he even got this, but he would rent out these big spaces and he would do this big drawing event where he would have like sometimes he would have musicians in the background playing live music, but like ambient, like drone music, like just plucking strings and like just making sounds in the background. Sometimes they would do actual music, but sometimes they would just break into that kind of zone. And these were like really like fine artsy people. So everybody was just doing their own weird shit. And then like they would have like at least like 8 people in the space, and they were like performance artists. So they were like nude, but they were performance. They would come out with paint on their bodies or weird costumes, or they would start
seems like
acting
some
some shit out. Yeah, it was just crazy. It was wild.
Weird, yeah.
But it was actually really cool.
I don't remember. Do you remember the music that played in the drink and draw that we go to?
No.
It's all
Because I feel
different.
like there was hip hop involved, which makes an experience better for me. If you're playing old school hip hop and I'm drawing, I could get into it. I feel like there was, right? No?
I don't remember.
Or was it just like background elevator music type shit?
Nah, not elevated music. Like punk rock,
Oh,
alternative,
no, I'm not with that.
hip hop.
Well, anyway, so back to the subject of these drinking things. After I did that one, then I appreciated it a lot more because I was like, wow, that's really an experience. It's more than just art school figure drawing. You're actually getting into the zone. If you're a drinker, you know, it's even an added plus that you can actually drink while you're drawing, and the music and all that. That was a big plus. Then later on, I ended up going to like the ones that were like back to like the costumey ones, and then I went to some of these like art battle things, and that was interesting. But then we went out to this thing, to the Bat House, and that was cool. How did you guys hear about that? Through word of mouth, or?
Who found it first? Me or you?
You did.
I did.
Yeah.
I was looking for like something to do like that, and you know, because you know, it's been a while since I sketched on paper. You know what I mean? I wanted to like brush up on my skills, and I found it. And then we just checked it out one day, and we were pretty steady with it. We went for like a while. We were going like almost every other week and stuff. I mean, it's a little out of the way in terms of us. Like we're in Queens, everybody's in Queens. Arne's in Brooklyn, but he's on like the opposite end of Brooklyn, so it's still out of the way. But it was a good vibe. It was like, I mean, even if you can't draw, people went. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So this is a photo of like one of his things.
Oh, that's weird. I mean, you guys can't see the visual. But I can't even tell what's happening.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
So it was.
Oh yeah, that's Michael Allen. Yeah, the living installation.
Yeah. Michael Allen.
Alien.
Yeah.
He's an alien.
See, I feel like that'll be too much for me. Like I like the one we go to. It's chill. It's laid back. You grab a beer. You sit down. You drink. You drop in. You drop out. If you wanted to draw, you don't have to. And they have a little backyard where you can like drink and stuff.
I just don't like
This
the fact
this
that
is too much. That's
it
crazy.
gets
to
too
me.
crowded sometimes. Like you show up at like 8:05,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're not
it's
getting a
already
seat.
you're gonna stand up.
And you're not gonna
in the
see
back.
the model or whatever. That's the
Tiptoeing.
problem. You gotta get there early
Yeah.
because you're gonna get bad angles on the models that you have to draw.
So what do you think is? Because we're gonna in this next segment we're gonna talk about etiquette. But what do you think is etiquette or good etiquette for a person going to a draw-a-thon, a drink and draw?
Well, first they tell you don't take no pictures because I mean,
That's
person's
a faux
nude,
pas, yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
you can't be like, yeah, look at this chick, because that's wild. You can't do that.
But it depends where you're going. Some places they don't mind the publicity. Like for example, I think this guy's place, the Michael Allen's draw-a-thon.
Yeah. He
He
looks
probably
set
didn't. He
up
probably
for
didn't
that.
give a shit. He was like, please help me, and like get people to come. But no, but yeah, out of respect for the artists, for the models, obviously you're not gonna do that. I mean, another thing could be like you're drinking. I always wondered about this. You're drinking. You know how some people get out of control when they start drinking too much.
Right.
Controlling that, like I feel like
don't think it's beer. First of all, right? They're not giving you
some
like
people
Hennessy.
some people can go
Also,
overboard.
yo, I went to Hennessy and Paint with my girl, which was in the hood in Brooklyn. Yo, and we got drunk, but it's like it's instructed, right? So there's an instructor telling you what to paint, draw this shape, and you're painting like a bird or something. I mean, that was fun, but that was more like you're going there to get drunk because it's Hennessy. You know what I mean? This, what we went to, that's more like if you're like an artist trying to brush up on your skills, you're gonna go there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you want to hang out with your artist friend and you want something cool to do. This isn't so much like you were gonna go get drunk. This is for beer. It's beer. Nobody gets drunk off of beer like that. And they probably run out anyway with all those people there. They have a lot, but they run out.
I mean, do you think it's rude to overdrink? Like they're offering you as much beer as you want. Is it rude to like start double fisting and
No.
Mr. Separate Checks?
Not at all.
There you go.
Not at all.
Absolutely
I
not.
mean, that's what you're there for, yo.
you
You paid your
10
entrance.
hard-earned dollars to get as much beer as you want. Think about it.
$10.
Hard.
For real.
Yo, well, on real, I
Think about
always
it.
thought that what would work better for that is a smoke and sketch. So,
No.
whole nother level.
Well, then
Out smoking sketch where?
Smoke, well, you know what I'm talking about, the smoke. I'm not going to say it. You guys can read between the lines.
Like cigarettes?
I'm just
Damn.
saying, not cigarettes.
can
That's
say
illegal.
it.
That's illegal.
Smoker the weed. Or eat an edible. But I feel like that's more conducive to creativity than alcohol is.
I mean,
So-
for some people, I would say, for me, the positive about the drink and draw is drinking relaxes me. So for me, it's like it kind of takes the edge off and makes me kind of just feel like I'm just lounging, like I'm just hanging out. It doesn't feel like I'm in art school. But if you want to talk about weed and drawing, I think Visine Queen is doing events like that.
Oh yeah,
Playing, where you at, yo? I'm coming.
she is
She's doing events, right? She
in
is.
New Jersey. But I think that she also did one in New York. You can follow her Visine Queen, and she does events where they paint in canvases or she's painting live. She's selling also edibles and stuff like that.
Don't be blowing up a spot.
I mean, no, but
I mean, it's not.
she's actually
legal.
an advocate
Yeah, right.
for marijuana become legal. So she's very open about it. So follow her on Instagram and definitely check out her events because she does some like brunch and smoke and also paint and smoke. They're pretty cool events.
I see a theme.
Yeah, she what did she call it? She said she was a
Yeah, didn't
cannabis,
you?
a cannabis.
Advocate or
Ex-
something like that.
Sativa.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's always doing these events.
Wow.
Shout out to Visine Queen. But I thought that was interesting. Last time that she was here, she was really excited about it.
Now that makes sense to me. I feel like I am creative when I partake, and you get into a heady space and you
Right.
think about things differently than with alcohol. Alcohol it relaxes you. It just numbs you a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it doesn't really get you to that creative
I feel like
space.
weed heightens it. So I feel like that would be a good. How much you think? How plausible it would be for us to just throw a drink and draw? Like, we're all artists. Like, if we threw a drink and draw, we rented out a space. You don't think we could do that too?
Yeah.
I think we could. I would just question the responsibility factor.
Well, if it's bring your own,
Nah, but what responsibility? What
if
you
it's
talking
bring your
about?
own alcohol,
I don't know.
right?
If I don't-
Yeah.
Like a cooler. Like in Trinidad, they have cooler fets. You bring your own cooler, right? You pay to go in, you listen to the music, but you bring your own cooler full with whatever you want, right? That's how they get around the
Nah.
liquor license.
That's a
So couldn't you do that in a spot that's rented
sure.
out?
Yeah.
A private place? Couldn't
Yeah.
you do that?
But how many people would you have a cap? Or would
Yeah,
you
I
say
think
unlimited?
that's the thing. The thing is the responsibility of you're inviting people to an open event, and then you're responsible for whatever's happening in that event. And if you're mixing in alcohol, are you ready to be responsible for that? It's not like a private party, unless if you make it a private party.
That's what I'm saying. It's a private party, invite only. Or you bring your friend or whatever. You drink, and like we.
I mean,
order,
yeah, you could
get
throw
a model.
you
and-
could throw a private party.
I mean, I feel like we should look into this in the summertime. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned.
Oh,
Stay tuned.
that's where this was going.
That's a good idea.
I feel like we could do this. I feel like really we could do this. Because, I mean, think about it. And we curate it how we want to, right? We have like a clash of cultures, of music. It'll be dope, you know, reggae, soca, fucking bachata, merengue, like everything mixed into one, hip hop, you know what I mean? I feel like that would be like something people will want to do. And then you throw in a model, a figure model, and people will get busy and they'll have fun. And you drink.
Nah,
it.
but you have to make sure that the model is naked.
Oh, God, this guy. Yeah, thanks.
Now you
Sherlock.
gotta no think about that.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
Captain
Wait, wait.
Obvious.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean-
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't draw naked models in certain areas in New York.
So we've hit
Oh,
that.
is that a trip?
We're there now. Now we're there.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
we
no,
know.
but
we've
is that
arrived.
true? Is it?
We're PG-13 now.
Oh wait, is that illegal to hire a nude model?
No,
What?
no.
And have alcohol served. At
No,
the
we're-
or
we're there. He's-
drinking at
That's
the
a
same-
strip club,
He's
bro.
he's,
You're
no.
talking about it.
he's in it. We're there. He's in it now. He's in it.
You're talking about a strip club.
He's got the whole thing figured out. He's got charts and everything.
So
It's
how
like-
they did it at Bat House? They serve that. Okay.
All right.
Just so you know, Bat House is a co-working space. One of those things
Right.
that are popping up all over the city.
Mm-hmm.
People who don't have offices, they go there with their laptops. They connect to the Wi-Fi, and they are allowed to work. Right? DK, work, whatever they're doing. You know. So it's a co-working space. That's all it is. They don't have a license to have beer in there or alcohol.
Right.
So
No, but they're taking their chances.
no, but it's,
No.
It's
But-
advertised. It's
No.
out in the open.
Yeah, but it's sponsored too. So that's the thing. It's like,
Oh, by Brooklyn.
yeah,
Brewery?
well, yeah. So it's not like they're selling it, to make a profit.
I
It's
honestly,
that's not-
I don't know what the legality is for serving alcohol and gathering more than, let's say, 100 people in a space. I don't know what you need for that. So that's why to me, that's the obstacle.
Well, let's figure it out.
Gathering people is not a problem.
But isn't that
Hiring
like a
models
party?
is not a
But
problem.
isn't that like a party? Really?
It's like a
if
party.
I bought
Party,
all the
yeah.
alcohol and I brought people there.
It's like a party.
And like, yo, everybody chip in $10 for this alcohol I bought.
Yeah.
It's just a party.
It's
or even $20.
Oh God, this guy.
Come on.
You gotta aim. You gotta start low, bro.
No, start high. Start
Well, I mean,
high.
you can rent a venue as if you're doing like a wedding or a baby shower, and depending on the type of venue, then convert the venue into this
drink and draw
event.
at the Chuck E. Cheese. Let's go. Drink and draw at the Chuck E. Cheese. Same thing. I'm just.
No,
It's not a
it's not.
birthday. It's not a birthday party.
yeah.
That's
We're
all.
not
No,
saying
no,
we're not
if I feel
saying a
comfortable
public
about that.
venue. We're
No, not
saying
a
a
public, yeah,
private
private space.
venue where then you
Lofts.
people RSVP and then they have to pay beforehand.
So how
Listen,
about
guys, we should
drink
look
and
at
draw karaoke?
Yo, you on
We
to
rent a
something, bro.
karaoke room.
No.
You on to no.
Nope,
We rent a
nope.
karaoke room.
All you need is
It's
machine.
all artists. The person singing is the model.
That's a good
Now you
idea,
just gave them a
actually.
freebie. Why you just like?
Why are you
give
telling
them a
people
layup?
about this idea, bro?
Think it through.
Oh, that's it.
Think it
Come on.
through.
All right, you gotta edit that out
That's-
because
yeah,
you don't need
yeah.
anybody stealing that.
I'm good. I'm
That's
sorry. I'm
amazing.
good.
That's
I'm
amazing.
sorry.
That's a great
Listen,
idea.
I want to go to that right
I was
now.
born this way. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
wanna go to that right now.
Come on.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, bye,
Edit
bye,
that.
guys. See you
Yeah,
guys on the
please,
next
edit.
episode.
We're about to go set this up real quick.
I know for a fact karaoke places don't really care what the hell you do in their room.
No, and
I
you
don't,
could,
but
and
I don't think you could
you
do it
train.
in a karaoke place.
Why not?
No, because
Well,
you have the room
You
for
have to have
yourself.
a bigger room then.
No, they got some big spaces.
They
and you
have
could
bigger
just
space.
get a person undressed in that room. I don't know. I don't think you can. That's like lewd conduct. I think you need a private space. But get a karaoke
Hey,
machine.
why does Mr. Reality over here has to come in crashing down my
Hey,
dreams?
man,
man?
I'm logical, practical. But yo,
Somebody out there is scribbling out that forget the karaoke. Somebody out there's canceling, deleting their text. No, forget it. Thought it through, forget it.
no, but I know Arne went to like a spot that is on a rooftop, right? That you
No,
draw. No, I've seen that spot though.
Yeah.
On Instagram, there's a drink and draw
Yeah,
on a
downtown,
rooftop
in Chinatown.
in the summertime, which is a good vibe. That's a good
You should
vibe.
have it in the wintertime though.
Because after you could just not draw the model and draw the buildings. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good view. So that's a good idea. I'm telling you, I feel like we could do this. And
Yo, you
people
know,
will come.
you know what I really want to do though? That I keep saying I want to do, and I think I'm gonna end up doing it one day. Is I want to go on one of these crazy artist retreats. Like you go somewhere in the fucking Arizona, whatever, somewhere like in a resort or a spa somewhere, and you do like all that crazy hippie shit for the weekend and just fucking paint. Like to me,
Yeah,
that's
that
the
sounds-
shit,
that
man.
I'm sorry. What is this?
Colorado. Colorado. Let's do it.
I'm
in
sure they have
Colorado.
edibles over there. I'm sure that.
Yeah,
I'm sure that they're 100%.
What are you talking
Colorado.
about right now?
Artist retreat.
They have like artist retreats all around the
All
country.
I heard was like, that's what we said artist retreat.
Oh, that is. It's very hippie-ish.
Yeah, it's a very hippie.
You gotta wear tie-dye the whole time?
You probably have to buy a tie
I got
dye.
mad tie-dye, yo, so I'm good.
Carla, you're gonna have to braid your hair and put flowers in it.
That's okay.
It's okay. That's okay.
I'll
You
do
have to
that.
have like that one bead in your hair too.
Arne,
Like a
you're gonna have
couple
to
beads.
Yeah,
twist
yeah.
them up. You're gonna have to twist them up.
Yeah, word.
And D,
Wear like super sleeveless shirts.
D's gonna have the big tie dye. D's gonna have the
I
big.
mean, I got my
oh,
beard with
you
my
gotta
tie-dye.
you gotta put the beads on your beard.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
Yeah.
or the rubber bands.
let's do this. And we meditate in the evenings and draw during the day. I'm with it.
You got that wisdom beard. You're gonna have to drop wisdom. You're gonna have to bring a book or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my own little segment.
People are gonna come to you like
Talking
you're a
about
guru.
life. Yeah, talking about life.
Pretend to be a Buddhist for that weekend. Just for that weekend, pretend
yeah,
you're
I'm gonna do
Buddhist.
that. I'm bald just like a Buddhist.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, that's something I'd like to do. So anyway, back to the drink and draw thing. I think drink and drawing is cool. You guys go check them out. I'm sure every city has one, or at least 2 or 3 that are popping. I think they're fun events. They also have, you were talking about the painting and drinking and that kind of thing.
That's a different thing. I also went
Yeah.
to a, this one was cool. My girlfriend and I used to go to this a lot. It was called Baked in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And it was pottery. So you painted, they have all different kinds of pottery, right? So they would have like mugs and bowls. And,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
They closed down though, but it was cool. And then you would paint it and then it would look not great. And then they would take it and keep it for a week, bake it. And when it came out, it was like this shiny ceramic, beautiful thing. She loved that place. And that was a good idea as well.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've heard then of the same kind of drink and draw or drink and paint, which is instructed, and they have different like birthday parties and stuff
Yeah,
like that. Is for groups going in. That's cool too.
Yeah, there's a main one called something and sip or I forget what it's
Oh,
called.
paint and sip.
Maybe that's what it
Yeah,
is.
Paint and sip.
It's
Oh,
all
no,
over
no,
the
sip
city.
and sketch. Sip and sketch.
That's-
Sip rose.
I mean, it's a good idea. I mean, it's in this age where everybody's on their phone all the time and stuck by. It's a good thing to get out there and do something a little different. And it's a dope night. Like, yo, let me tell you something. If you can't even draw, fellas, take your girl. It's a nice little thing to go to together. You know,
True.
you get to stare at a naked person other than each other for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I think you hit something on the head. The nice thing is getting away from the phone for a while and sketching. That's always cool.
Yeah.
And I think if everybody's doing it as a group like that in that relaxed environment, it helps to like motivate to kind of like sit down and really get into like what you're looking at and all that. When you guys have gone, what do you guys work with? What tools have you taken?
Arne?
No.
He does paint a lot.
Yeah.
I use finger paints.
For real?
Glue. No. No, I like to use pen, pencil, watercolor, water marker.
Seriously?
Yeah.
He does a lot of
Yeah.
watercolor.
Paint
What-
marker.
When you use watercolor, what are you using? What kind of like are you using like a small palette with like a little brush and a little cup of water like that?
No, like
Or are you
So,
using the pens, the water?
I use the watercolor pens. I have,
Those are dope. I just came across
I
that
have
like
droppers.
a couple of months ago.
Word? This
Yeah.
whole time you just...
the
Yeah.
drop- What?
Yeah. Oh, so that's cool, man. I didn't know that.
you-
Wait,
dip
you
those?
never used them before?
I never used them until like 6 months ago, 7 months ago.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. I looked at it. I was like, oh, shit, that's cool. And I looked it up and I was like, yeah, let me buy this. Let me try it. I never knew about it.
Yeah, no, it's great.
I used pencil, and then a couple times I went with my iPad.
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
enjoy
that's
that
cool.
as much. I used Procreate, but I didn't enjoy that as much as using my pencil. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It wasn't. I couldn't like switch to the next canvas quick enough. You know what I mean? It's still
Yeah.
like pressing buttons. So I suggest just going. And that's another thing. When you go there, you might not have anything, and they provide you with paper and pencils, charcoal pencils. You know what I mean?
That's cheating.
No, it's
No, I'm saying they provided you with that.
Nah,
If
they
you don't
give
have
all
anything.
the stuff.
All right. All right. Well, I like using pens and a paper. That's all I use. Maybe pencil sometimes. All right, guys, go out there, draw, drink and draw.
Drink
Or just
and
drink.
Drink. Yeah. Drink and then draw. Whatever you want to do.
Pero si no estás haciendo todo igual, no tiene ningún color el paso que hace. Separa menos tiempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 y 10. 1, 2.
Culture talk.
Yeah.
The moment we've been waiting for, Carla.
This is going to be very exciting.
This might end up being a two-parter.
Yeah, because it's going to be too much. We have a lot to say about this topic because we're going to be talking about etiquette in public transportation.
What?
What?
And we're going to give you guys some rules of what not to do or what to do when you are taking maybe the train, subway, bus,
An Uber.
Uber, whatever type of public transportation.
Oh shit! I forgot about Uber.
But you need a pen and paper?
Yeah.
Wow, let me add that to Uber. Number 1, don't talk to me, Uber driver. No, I'm joking.
Oh, you pay for that. That's part of it.
Exactly. So yeah, we're
All right.
gonna go into that because if you're a tourist and maybe you're used to driving your car and not walking too much or not taking a lot of trains, and you come to New York and you have to manage public transportation, we want you to be successful and we don't want you to stand on the way when we have to get to work. So yeah, we're gonna go through that.
So
Wow.
I mean, you're saying tourists, but I don't want to just say tourists because
No, it's not
It's
just
not even
tourists.
tourists. It's
I
people
know,
that
I
lived
know.
here for years.
I should
and
know
how
better.
exactly.
Yeah.
I know.
All right. So Carla, go ahead. Give us the list.
Okay, number 1,
Uh-huh.
when you're on a train car, don't hug the pole, please.
That's a big one. That's like the golden rule right
That
there.
just happened to me 2 hours
Yeah,
ago.
don't press
Yeah.
your ass up against the pole and stand there like it's only you. Fuck out of here, okay? I'll punch you dead in your neck.
Well, I'm gonna add to that. All right, so the holding to the pole, that's classic. That's
Yeah.
classic New York. Everybody that ever, probably in other big cities, but anybody who ever rode a train knows that one. The one that I'm gonna add to that is, when you're sitting at the end of the bench, like if I'm sitting at the end of the bench,
He
and
said bench. You mean on the platform?
in the train.
Oh, okay. In the train,
In the
that's not a
train,
bench.
on-
That's a chair, I think.
That's not a chair. That is a bench.
All right.
And he walks away.
Yeah, I just leave. Okay.
All right. Okay, thanks for that.
All right. You say potato, I say potato.
All right. Well, anyway, when you're sitting in the train and you're at the end of it by the door, if you are the person standing at the door, don't lean your ass against me when I'm sitting at the edge.
Wow. I'm the opposite. Don't stick your arm out through the fucking slot and take up valuable room while I'm trying to stand.
Well, then I better
By
not
the
catch
door.
you on a train, my friend, because
Word.
you
We
and I
gonna
will
clash.
have trouble. We're
Yeah,
gonna have
that's
trouble.
like-
That's
Yeah.
called unwanted touching.
Exactly.
Wow. That came from nowhere.
Both ways.
Can I add to that one?
Yeah.
The other one is, in that same vein, is whether I'm sitting or you're standing, there is gonna be a clashing. If you're holding on to the hand, the pole on above me, and I'm sitting down and you're in front of me, let's not have this bumping knees business. And like you're stepping on my feet and
Word.
I'm stepping on
Yeah.
yours, and
Oh,
my
don't
bag.
touch my hand while I'm holding on to this fucking thing.
Oh,
Why you gotta touch my hand?
Because the hand goes down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but why? Why is it
Stop
that you
touching
have
my
to
hand.
slide your hand down or slide your hand up?
Stop touching
why?
my hand. That's
We
weird.
don't need
Stop it.
this contact. I don't know you.
And then
Why?
And then
and then you move it and they look at you like, oh, you're crazy. Why are you moving your hand? What is the matter with you? What the fuck? You're fucking touching my hand. It's true.
Stroking the pole and the shit. Get out of here.
It's true.
I'm with that.
All right, I think that's that. That's the hanging on or holding on conflict in the train.
Yeah. Okay, so number 2. If you are eating on the train, don't eat loudly.
No,
Nah,
how?
yo.
That doesn't make sense.
No, fuck
the
that.
train is louder.
No,
If you're eating that
If you
no,
are
no.
eating on the train,
no.
don't eat
I'm gonna
loudly.
amend that.
No,
Don't
no.
eat at all. Don't
Don't-
eat a fucking whole meal
Thank
of
you.
rice
Thank
and
you.
beans
And
Yeah.
chicken.
fucking
like-
maduros and
like I
shit.
saw on the
Yo,
N train
stop
today.
it.
Yeah,
or
it's
I don't know,
nasty.
jollofi rice. I don't know what the fuck you eating. Stop
Or
it.
dumplings.
It smells crazy.
Or
yeah.
freaking soups in the morning.
Yeah, stop it.
No. Hold up. What about coffee over your lap when you're sitting down? and
That's a
somebody
problem
has
too. I
a
have
goddamn
Yeah.
cup of
Yeah.
coffee right over
Yeah,
you.
no, that's
like there
Okay.
was a time where you could there was a time, I don't know what, in the 1910s maybe or 1890s, where you could ride a train, read a paper, and sip your coffee. That's not now.
No,
Yeah.
because there were like 2 people on the train.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
You actually had servers walking up and down the
Exactly.
aisles
This ain't the
giving
same
you
work.
coffee.
Peanuts, Cracker Jacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Not
this-
anymore.
No,
I
now.
suggest don't even eat. Like, I mean, you could eat like a snack, like in something in a potato chip
All right, so
form.
I think the eating in itself, that
Eating and
subject,
drinking.
eating and drinking on a train itself, we could probably talk for hours on that
Yeah.
alone. So
Yeah.
Just that.
number one, eating loudly. Okay, fine. Number 2, eating a whole freaking meal.
Smell and smelly food.
Smelly food. Number 3, smelly food. I don't want to come in first thing in the morning and I just have coffee breath because I had my breakfast at home and not on the train. And then I go into the train and now I got to smell your weird concoction of whatever you're eating. Sometimes it could just be a fucking bacon, ham and cheese, whatever, but I don't want to smell it because I just wasn't in the mood for bacon that day. And then I get nauseous.
Word, I'm with you. You're on a
That's
train. It doesn't
crazy.
mix the smells in the train.
Exactly.
It don't mix. Like,
Exactly. And then you got homeless guy, like right
Exactly.
on the other,
now I gotta smell this guy.
Yeah.
and that guy. Yeah, that's a
He
problem.
takes up a whole car by himself, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's a smart move, though.
The other food thing is the thing about you got a lot of food and you might spill it on me and that kind of stuff. We just talked about the coffee. Like that's an issue. Like
Yeah.
that nothing gets me more upset than when I see somebody almost spill it.
I know.
And they're like, "Ooh, thank God!" And I'm like, "No."
Man, yo,
I'm like,
this is
no.
Yo, if you live in New York, you understand all these things. Because I got a million things flowing through my hair about people do. Like, it's ridiculous what people do. Like, you know the train is about to move. Why you not holding on to something? And then you fall
Right,
and
right.
fall on top of me like a fucking moron.
Yep.
You know this. You do this every day, yo.
Right?
The doors close. Boom, boom. Stand clear of the closing doors. Boom, boom. That's your cue to hold on to some shit,
But
idiot.
what are they doing? What are they doing when?
They're busy on their phone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yo, that's the
doing
worst thing
something
that
important.
happened. That you're allowed to use, not you're allowed to, you're able to use your phone now
Yeah.
at like certain, like most stations now.
They have Wi-Fi.
Not even
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi, they have like your phone works down there. It just works.
Yeah.
So that's the worst thing that happened because then you get these idiots talking on the phone.
Right.
What? Yeah.
Ooh.
No.
think
Like,
it
yo,
was-
the train is
We're
about to
gonna
move.
we're
Shut
gonna
up.
get to that one. That was
Yeah.
another. But so on the food part, I think we're good. The only other thing to me is that you leave all your shit behind.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, New York
Like,
is dirty. They're dirty, motherfuckers.
It's not that. It hasn't been like that. That's annoying. I feel like it doesn't have to be like that. Like that's not necessary. That you leave all your. I go into a car and then I see like fucking Popeyes and all kinds of shit all over
I
the place, and I'm like,
know.
wow,
It's
who brought a
ridiculous.
whole freaking thing here? And then on top of that, left it.
people with no etiquette.
Well, that's what this
Or
subject.
class.
They haven't listened to this podcast, so you guys, if you're listening to this,
Yeah, listen to this, okay?
because I'm sure they are.
Please take some notes.
All right, Carla. I think so.
Okay.
Food is good.
Next one will be into conversations.
What?
And
what?
we're gonna go into having conversations
Oh yes, yes.
with other people on the train.
yes. Okay.
First of all, don't have loud conversations when the train is full.
I mean,
And-
we were doing it on the way over here,
Yeah, because we're cool, though. We could do that.
but yes, people
But
do.
if you're sitting next to each other or being
Right,
close
right,
to
right.
each other, that's fine. But if you are standing on one corner and the other one is standing in the middle on
Yeah,
the other
that's a
corner,
pain in the ass.
just don't talk.
I've been in that.
Don't talk.
And then they start signaling each other, and they think it's funny, like, hey, and they start looking at, oh yeah, and they start making their inside jokes, and you're like, stop it, stop
Yeah.
it. And you're like, stop it.
Yeah.
How often does that happen, though?
A lot.
It happens.
It happens.
On what train?
Yeah.
Do you commute?
I do.
Do you take the train?
I take the C train
He takes only trains.
Oh.
He doesn't
Trains.
own a car.
and buses.
Well, the conversation things that happens. The loud conversations happen. Inappropriately loud conversations.
Yeah, I think
Like when
that's-
it's conversations that nobody really has to hear,
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
or venting.
Or just talking to me. Don't talk to me in the morning, please.
Right.
Yo, I see people I know on the train, and I literally like try to avoid them, walk
Right.
straight past them. In the morning, I mean, if it's you guys, I'm gonna talk to you guys. But like, just peripheral people in my life, I'm like, yo, I don't need to talk to you at 9 o'clock in the morning. Thanks.
And same into the same line goes talking on the phone. Don't have. First of all, don't talk on the phone if you don't have to. But if you have to, don't talk about personal things that we don't need to hear about.
Shit.
I mean, I'm kinda in- I like to hear that.
Such as.
Such as problem in your family or problem
Give me
with...
specifics.
I mean,
I don't
that's
know.
cool,
Come,
though.
Make it up.
Yo, you
I've
never
had-
seen somebody crying on the street and just wonder, yo, I wish I could know what's happening right
Why
now?
don't you ask?
Yeah,
You're a human
no,
being.
seriously.
No,
like
it's
to cry in public,
uncomfortable.
something must be wrong. So you want to
so-
know what's happening.
So did you ask?
No, I don't want to ask.
Why not?
I've been on the train more than once in the morning where I have to hear the person's whole fucking their either their work schedule or that they're late to work and they're having a conversation about shit that they're missing or how things are going fucked up or how fucking Charlie doesn't fucking I don't care what Charlie said, but why did Charlie
Freudian slip over here.
all that bullshit and you're just like you're hearing all this shit and you're like I'm going to my own job and I don't want to hear your problems from your job on this train. Like I don't want to have your meeting. But people do it. People do it all the time. They'll have the entire fucking conversations or meetings or bitch centers, like their whole fucking like that's their little sense of the world. I mean, outside of the train, a dude was doing it today at a fucking coffee shop and I wanted to throw my coffee at him.
You should have.
He was there just fucking having a whole conversation
probably
about
give you
the
a new
fucking
one.
factory and how the factory's not doing. I'm like, why'd you come to a coffee shop to bring your office to the coffee
That's
shop?
his office.
The fuck?
But under this whole umbrella of noise on the train, yo, you fucking teenage kids. Listen, it's not cool when you play your music, yo. Nobody gives a fuck what you listen to, cornball. You're
Yeah.
corny as fuck. Nobody wants to hear trap music at 9 in the morning. Turn your shit off, yo.
God damn, old man.
Well, I mean, that is the whole thing about putting your phone on a speaker.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like
So,
nobody
Yo,
or,
people who talk on speakerphone are psychopaths.
Only that.
Word up.
Basically raised by wolves.
Yeah,
basically.
you're like Ted
Not
Bundy
only
or something.
that, but what about the guys that comes in with a little speaker, loudspeaker,
Yeah.
so that you can listen to their music?
Yeah,
It's like,
that's what I'm
I
talking
don't
about.
want
His
to.
boast. Nobody cares about your trap music. And girls, no girl has ever been like, wow, I like what he's playing. Let me go talk to him. Is that what you think that's going to happen, you moron?
You've never seen that
It's not like you
before?
have a car and you're blasting music outside of your car. You're in the train and you're blasting music. You're corny.
Well,
Stop it.
Nah, but little girls like that shit.
Nah.
Yes.
That was
No.
All
weird.
right there, Michael Jackson.
Okay, R. Kelly.
No, but it's the truth.
Okay, R. Kelly.
Those are the people that are listening to that shit.
All right, hold up. I'm going to slide over that because he's got an excuse.
do.
He's experimenting right now. He's experimenting on his brain cells right now, so it's okay. But along those lines, do not rap along with your
Oh,
rap
please, we don't need.
while you have your headphones on.
That
So
is a
I got to
classic.
hear you rapping your raps.
That's a
That's
classic.
right.
Your rippy raps, your little rhymes,
Your
your
rippy raps.
rimity rhymes, your jiggity that's so important to you, that's so emotional that you
Yeah,
gotta
and-
like, you gotta, get into it and like you're feeling it and you're like, dude, nobody's feeling that except you.
I wonder if they think like, yo, I might get discovered on this train. Yo.
Exactly.
Fucking CEO of something is riding this train
Of
right
Def
now.
Jam because
Fucking
this
Steve
train.
Aoki is riding this train right now. Fucking hate that guy. That's inside joke.
Too
Never
soon,
mind.
too
It's
soon. Traumatized. Yeah, no, Def Jam is gonna fucking catch me out here because this apparently this train goes back in time.
Yo, anything where you have to bring other people into your world of your music, it's not good. Nobody wants to hear that.
Nobody wants to hear this shit. I mean, along those lines, and I'm not gonna shit, man. I don't want to go against my mariachi bands because I do love them. I have a lot of love for my mariachi bands.
Yeah,
but
man.
It's cool, but I'm not there in the morning, bro.
nah, and I'm gonna have to admit this, and I thought about this the other day because I was hearing fucking jazz players and this other fucking shit. Like you can go to
The station.
the Times Square station,
Yeah.
you hear 5 different things at the same time.
it's too
And
much.
I think we are at a time period where because our phones have everything at the finger's touch, I don't want to hear anybody else's shit. I don't want to hear
Exactly.
public music.
I could look at that on YouTube.
Yeah, I think we're there. That sucks because I'm a big advocate of live music, but
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Anyway.
I just feel a
That's
puff,
okay.
a cloud of smoke on my right.
Right, you didn't even say, hey, can I? All right,
Yeah.
never
That's
mind.
all right.
It's all good. But no, so I think we're there now where like, I think live music, public music might be at its end.
I want
We don't
to-
want to hear it. We
I
don't
want
want
to
to hear
hear
that.
to it. I want to hear it when I want to. When I want to go to a
Exactly.
venue and I
Exactly.
want to hear
Not
that
on the
specific
train.
music.
But let me take you
Not
guys back in
whenever you
time.
want.
We're running out of, so this is definitely gonna be a part 2. But I want to
This
take you guys
needs
back to
more.
a time where in the 80s and you didn't have anything to listen to or anything to read or anything to browse or no videos in your phone, yes, then you would appreciate a musician because you'd be like, wow, that's really cool. You just changed my day.
But not even. You're zoned
No,
out
you
at
had
that
a
point.
boombox on the train.
But you weren't allowed to have boom boxes and that kind of thing. So you would appreciate that. Now I don't. And now it's a nuisance. Like I'm hearing them walking through and I'm like, stop it.
Those
Stop it.
doo-wop dudes, I like that.
All right, this is to be continued in part 2.
For real.
You wanted me to teach you, right? This is street reality.
Hablando español, Carla. I know Arne wants to speak some Spanish.
Yes.
Arne, we are going to put your Spanish to the test this time.
I have no Spanish in me.
Oh, you got Spanish. You got a lot of
do.
Spanish.
Come on.
Yo, you Dominican, bro. You know it.
I'm only part Dominican, you know that.
All right, so
Okay.
Hablando Español is a segment where we kind of speak some Spanish words and we try to
would've been
discover
fun.
the translations for them. Some of the words are pretty obvious words and some of them get a little more complicated, but it's all good. The whole point is just to try.
That's right.
I mean, I can speak fluent Spanish.
Hello, Mr. Español.
Yeah. They call
All right,
me-
Carlos, go ahead. Hit us with a word.
Okay. So how do you say
Yes.
pole?
What?
Pole.
Wow.
Pole.
Diablo,
us.
please.
Oh.
Polo. Wait, that's a brand.
No, you took that
How do
away.
you say it?
Pole. Pole is, I would imagine I'd say tubo.
Yeah. And
Tu-
there's another word for it as well.
Don't tell me palo because I'll
No,
throw
que
this beer.
palo.
Okay.
Palo is not. It's seriously? Violencia doméstica. Violencia doméstica.
Ooh,
Okay.
I know that in Spanish.
Is the word puve?
All right,
Huh?
so
Puve.
No.
Puvo?
No.
now he's just throwing words out. Puve, puvo,
Okay,
Puba.
so there's
Puba.
2 words. It can be tubo
tubo,
or
which is tube.
or poste.
Poste,
Poste.
like a post.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Really? Do you guys say poste?
Yeah, but it's a different type of
Pole.
pole because the poste will be like the stop sign.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of like a poste. Or
Yeah.
like the lights that the lights out on the streets.
So
you
when
know,
they say
it's
pole dancer, what's a pole dancer?
I was just about to say stripper
Tubo.
pole is what?
tubo, la bailarina en el
How do you
tubo.
say
So
stripper?
it's tubo. Pole is tubo.
El stripper de pole?
El
La bailarina exótica.
What? That sounded very exotic.
And long.
O bailarina en tubo. Bailarina de tubo. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
that's.
All right, Carla, another word, please.
Okay. So next one is loudly. How do you say
Loudly.
I feel like I know loud.
All right, go for it.
No, I said I feel like I know, not that I know.
Your Spanish is all on a feeling. It's all based on feeling.
Yeah, I just came back from Trinidad. My Spanish is wonky. It's all broken
Yeah.
Trini English.
Next episode, we got to talk about your Trini experience, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great.
We got it. That'll be the subject on the next one. All right, so Arne, what do you think?
Loudly. How do you
Loudly.
say
Take a
in
guess.
Spanish?
Ludo.
Ludo.
Como?
That was a good guess.
Ludo?
Ludo.
Ludo.
Oh, okay. Duro.
Like Ludo.
Loud.
Okay.
Ludo.
Oh, all right.
And
Good.
do.
So you took the word loud and took the O
So-
and just put it at the end.
yeah.
So just
Makes sense.
Wow, you picked that up. That's nice. That's fast.
That
That's
makes
faster
sense.
than the others.
Sounds good. Okay.
faster than the others that have tested me.
So, so you can say for loudly, you can say en voz alta. It's
En
3
voz
words.
alta.
That's
Man, that's
Ah,
mad
voice
long.
yeah.
high or something.
Why is that so long?
En voz alta.
Because
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 it's
Ludo
not
is better.
actually you know loudly comes from loud. So in Spanish we say loud means alto,
right.
but loudly is more than alto. It's something that is it's almost like a verb, I can say. How can I explain it?
Well, loud can be anything.
Oh, adjective.
Ah.
A loud can be anything. Like a sound could be loud. A band could be loud. The TV
person
can be
could be
loud.
loud on a
right.
train.
Pero en voz alta specifically is speaking loudly. So
Your
if
voice,
if
yeah.
if a sound is loud, you would say el sonido es duro. Duro, like
Harsh.
harsh or hard. But in voz alta specifically speaking about speaking loudly, which kind of lets you know that people, I guess it would take. I guess people are familiar with that.
Yeah.
You
Makes
know
sense.
that you're supposed to speak in a inside
In a-
voice.
yeah.
Give me
Alright.
an easy one, like train. El Tren. Nailed it. Did it
Okay.
already. Boom, I did it. El Tren, train. Okay. Move on. Next.
Comida, food. Got it. Nailed it.
Sure. Great. Okay. Let's say conversation.
Ooh,
How do you say
that's a good one.
conversation?
Conversación.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got it.
What?
How is,
Yo, I'm not gonna say it
Conversación.
twice,
how
bro.
is it again?
Conversation.
No, you say it like a
Conversation.
Gringo.
Say French.
Conversación. No.
Done. There you go.
Now I lost it. I'm not gonna say it.
He had it.
I had it. I lost it.
He had it and he lost it.
Conversación.
Yeah.
There you go.
Conversación.
Oh,
Conversación.
you fucked up.
Great.
I'm nice.
How do you say
Yes.
phone?
Phone.
That's easy.
Oh, that's easy.
Telephone.
Huh?
Ah,
Telephone.
no.
No.
You
Telephone.
forget-
No.
No.
Oh.
Telephone.
So close. Add
No.
another syllable.
Oh.
Telephone.
No.
Phone.
Almost.
Telephone.
Telephone.
Telefonía. Telefono.
There we go. Finally. Took a while. It finally came out.
That's it. Great job, guys. Wait, actually, we got room for one more. You got another one? Telephone. If I could have
Oh,
animated
God.
that.
Yeah, you should, yo.
4 heads
I know,
around his
exactly.
head into the microphone. Trying to massage the word, like trying to get the word right. No,
Everybody helping him out.
How do you say side?
Ooh.
Side.
Cido.
Delante de? No, wait. Close.
You're there. You're
I
there.
know this from Rosetta Stone.
Despacito.
Side.
Side.
On the side.
On the side. Besides.
I know this.
So if you say, I want my, give me my coffee and put the milk on the side.
Desayuno. No, that's breakfast.
All right, so on the side is lado.
Lado.
Shit, I was
Side,
nowhere near that.
Side is lado. On the side is al lado.
Sounds like a song.
All right,
Side from.
good episode wrapped up.
All right.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
guys
that's
are going to be
right.
around for another episode because we're going to have to continue this conversation. We got a second really important conversation with I think on this art talk, we could talk about the art of the festival, the art of travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the
Yeah,
subject for the
that's
next
good,
one, the
that's
art of
good.
travel.
Art of travel.
I like
Good
that.
subject.
And we also
All right.
got to give you rules about this train situation.
Yeah, we got at least another 6 rules here that we're going to
I don't know
have
if
to
you're
drop on you
pregnant
guys.
or you're just chubby. I don't know if to give you a seat or not. I'm just saying, we got a lot to talk about. A lot to
fucked up.
unpack. A lot
Yeah,
to
we
unpack.
have a lot of stuff.